straight into a hadith of Sayyidina Anas ibn Malik radiallahu anhu. It's a beautiful hadith. Sayyidina Anas says that occasionally the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam would come to our house and we would have the mid-afternoon or the afternoon siesta in our houses. And one day when the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, whilst he was resting, my mother, she brought out a bottle. And the Prophet ﷺ was sweating at that particular time, and his noble mother of Anas radiallahu anha, she began to gather the sweat of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam awoke, and he said, Ya Umma Sulaym, O mother of Sulaym, Ma hada alladhi tasna'in. What is it that you are doing? Or what is it that you are gathering? And she responded, Hada aratuka. This is your sweat, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. This is your sweat. Naj'aluhu fi tibina. We place it within our fragrance. And it becomes the most fragrant of fragrances. Atyabu tib. This is mentioned in Sahih al-Muslim. There are other narrations that Sayyidina Imam al-Tirmidhi rahimahullah ta'ala mentions that when the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam begins to perform ablution, the companions don't allow for one drop to fall on the floor. They pick up that water of wudu and they place it upon their body, on their chest. Because of their sheer love for Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Or when they have the blessed hair of Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. What is that nasiha? That when we die, our wasiyah is this, that this hair is placed upon our tongue, for this will be a shafa in the court of Allah Almighty, through the means of Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. When people begin to ask you these silly questions, why do you gather for the milad of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam? The Prophet ﷺ only fasted on that day. This is what they say, some of them. So we say to them that you should fast on that day as well. Maybe some of us are not able to fast, however, we rejoice in the coming of Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, as we have gatherings of Quran, as we have gatherings of Muharram to remember Sayyidina Imam al-Hussein. Likewise, we have the greatest of gatherings as Sayyidina Imam Alawi al-Maliki rahmatullahi ta'ala alayhi said that if there wasn't the coming of Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, there would be no Laylatul Qadr. There wouldn't be this gathering of the Quran and the different gatherings that we have during the years, the Eids, etc. It is because of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam that we get to gather and that we can increase our love in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by the coming of Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So our youngsters who are here today, mashallah, we have some beautiful speakers before ourselves, inshallah, who will enlighten your hearts and your minds by their beautiful voices as well as their research upon the Quran and Hadith, and they will, inshallah, touch your minds so that you can go back and you can judge for yourselves that I am an ummati of the Prophet ﷺ. Imagine on the day of judgment, when it's asked from you that what did you do in the dunya, would you want to be from those that said, I withheld people from going to the house of Allah Almighty to remember you, Ya Allah, to talk about your Habib sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Ya Allah, as a result, I am where I am? Or do you want to be from the other batch who say that I was inviting people to the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the gatherings of Nawalid so that they can build a connection with Allah Almighty and His Habib sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. I know which group I want to be from. And the fact that you are here, the proof of Milad does not need to be given to you. The fact that love isn't taught to people. You have that love in your heart, and you know that if Allah Almighty did not create Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Allah Almighty would not have created us. So we praise Allah Almighty in these gatherings. We praise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that, Ya Allah, thank you for creating us. And after creating us, thank you, Ya Allah, that you have made us from the ummah of Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. That ummah, that prophets made dua to Allah Almighty. That Ya Allah, make us from the Ummah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. I pray to Allah Almighty that He enlightens our hearts, our minds, our souls. And He gives us a firm, beautiful connection to Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Wa aqulu qawli hadha astaghfirullah li wa lakum wa sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.